One of my lovely subscribers asked me where all the other videos were for the decluttering challenge because she could only find a few of the days, and that's because I haven't made videos for every day of January so far, because I didn't think it would be that interesting looking at what I was throwing away. But I think it's getting a bit more interesting now because of the numbers, and we're getting up now. It's day 20. So yesterday was a day where I decluttered mostly stuff I threw away. So I got our 4-old car tyres out of the basement and wheeled them down to the bins, and I did some video of that. I'm going to do a compilation at the end of the month of a kind of quick show through everything I've got rid of, because it's just, I mean, it's considerable. And I'm now, like I said a couple of videos ago, it's starting to get harder to find things to declutter. Do you want to sit down in a chair? Oh, here we are. You can have this chair. Whatever I'm doing, Mikey wants to do it with me. Here, I'll sit here. Good boy. Right, you sit there. Good boy. Sit down. So, this was a peak which I had to fix because it broke from. I have 2 subsequent peaks that are much nicer than this one. So that one, I think that's worthy of the charity shop. So we'll put that in the charity shop pile. These things. These are from lanyards. I keep these because they're quite useful. They've got a little clip on them. Might keep those. I don't keep many things these decluttering days, but those ones, I'm going to put those over there. I do find it difficult to declutter stuff, and one of the things that you have to fight against is decluttering stuff into other people's lives. So you think, oh, that's really useful. It'll fit so and so, or oh, that'll be perfect for Abby. That's my eldest daughter. Or oh, I'll keep this for Dulcie, my younger daughter. Or foisting things onto other people because you no longer want them, but you can't bear to actually properly throw them away. And what you've actually got to do is get rid of the thing, not just repurpose it into somebody else's life, because that's not really decluttering. That's just being one of those annoying people who's always giving stuff to people that don't actually want your old crap. That's probably dangerous, so we'll get rid of that. Right, why don't you sit down? Why don't you sit down? Sit. Good. We'll go outside in a minute. The sun's out. He's dying to get outside, so I'll make this quick. So this is my rubbish bag. So that's 1, 2, 3 things in there. 4, 5. I mean, I'm not going to call these individual things. 6. That is a card reader that you used to have to put your card in it. Credit card payments through the bank. But it's been superseded now. We don't need those anymore. That can go. Interesting. Why did I ever keep a USB cable with the end missing? Nice old sponge. I mean, have we had mice? What the hell happened to that? These tins. We play a lot of tennis, so we end up with a lot of these tins. And it's good that we play lots of tennis because you get all the balls, don't you? Hey, you get the balls, don't you? Hey. He's so keen to go for his morning walk. I like to wait, because I live in the mountains, I have to wait until it's late enough that the sun, as you can see, it's getting sunny and the light's coming up. The sun comes over the mountain top. I've got loads and loads of coats. A friend said to me yesterday, where do you keep all your coats? How have you got room for them all? Because I do have loads of them. And whilst this is a nice jacket, I think, oh, it's got stuff in the pockets. An old horse carrot. The bin, and some old tissues also for the bin. It is nice, but I've got 20 other jackets, and probably 19 of them I'd choose to wear ahead of this one. I don't think it's waterproof anymore, and I have had it for probably 8 or 9 years. So I think we're going to give that one to the charity. Somebody will love it because it's a nice jacket. I bought it in Sardinia. So pop that one into the charity. So now we've got 2 things in the charity bag already. Oh, rucksack. 2 rucksacks ago. It's missing its zip pulls. It's a really good rucksack, but I've got another really good rucksack. How many really good rucksacks does one person need? That one is going to make sure it hasn't got a million euros in the pocket. Sadly not. Okay, that never happens, does it? But sometimes you do tidy up and then you find money and it's like, yes, I found money. So going back to that, what I was just saying about the decluttering and not just giving it to somebody else, that's not the idea. I have kept a couple of things. I've got a jacket for my dad, which I know he'll love because it's one of Simon's that Simon, again, also like me, has too many coats. Another rucksack from 2 rucksacks ago. The zip kind of still works, so we'll give that one to the charity. I always hated the colour of it. Simon chose it, like, if you're in the army, yeah. And talking of being in the army, so my mum is a great hoarder and she'll be watching this. So hi there, Dido, we're talking about you. And she doesn't think she is a hoarder, but every time I go to her house, it's more packed with stuff than it was the time before, and it's not a big house. And I know that she finds it very difficult to throw things away because she's always thinking about repurposing. She's incredibly versatile and superb at recycling things, and she's really creative and she's really inventive. So she'll make stuff. So she keeps everything because it might come in useful. It might come in useful. She's got a whole work room shed out in the garden, like a man cave, but it's a woman cave. And there's so much stuff in there you can hardly move. There's no room to do any work, except the little bit where she's got her sewing machines, because she just keeps everything. And she also, if something's got a use, but I think that goes back to her dad was in the army. They travelled all over. They moved house lots of times, and he was super organised. And he was organised in that he would not only throw away all his stuff, but everybody else's stuff too. So hers and her brothers and sisters' things would all get put in the bin, or given away, or sold every time they moved country. So, and I do understand, it's really expensive moving countries. So she can't throw anything away, it seems to me. She finds it really difficult. She's got stuff going back for years and years, things that you think, well, what are you keeping this for? So I'm really trying hard not to be like that, because I've grown up with that. So it's about, not being hoarding to that degree, because you just end up keeping stuff. It's not that the stuff is useless, it's just that I don't have a use for it. Somebody else might do, but it has to go. Otherwise you can't get to the point where you actually can't move for stuff. And somebody else messaged me and said she has ADHD and she finds decluttering very cathartic and very a very restful, relaxing thing to do, because you're getting rid of things which are, too many things makes you, if you're that type of person, too many things make you uncomfortable and unproductive. And if you've already got a mind that is so busy, and whilst I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, I'm pretty sure, thinking about it as an adult, I'm pretty sure I do have ADHD myself. So I do completely understand that perspective. So back to what I'm decluttering today. There's some brown dye. I have no idea why I ever bought brown dye. Look, I've got 2 different colours of brown, rosewood red and espresso brown. I think I may have had to dye some fabric for a customer when I was restoring furniture and upholstering. So maybe that I'm never going to dye anything brown. It's not my favourite colour. They can go to the charity. These things, plastic things to exfoliate your skin, I don't know why I have these, because I don't even remember ever buying them, but I've got 2. I think maybe they come in gift sets when people give you things. Charity, a plant climby thing, which, that way around, I suppose. The plant got too big. Nothing wrong with it. Don't need it. Charity shop. Sleep mask, which was the sleep mask before last. Little pretty fabric bag. No use for it going there. So, God, we must be at 20 already. Oh, some nail oil that I've been forgetting to put on my nails every night for the last 2.5 years. I just use castor oil on my hands, so that can go. Little bag which came from the optician where I bought my very focal glasses from for an extraordinarily large sum of money. That can go. An old pillow. It's got a nice stain on it. And I've got too many pillows and I've just bought 2 new ones. So that one, and it's feathers, but I think it's ever so old. I think we had that since the early 2000s when we lived in France. And I had a ran a B&B. I think that one can go to the charity because they give things like that to the dog's home, the dog shelter, and that will be useful for some dog to sleep on. Or I could drop it off to the dog shelter. I've got loads of old horse rugs in the garage. Never use them anymore, which is fortunate because the climate's such here that I hardly ever have to put a rug on my horse. So I think perhaps I'll do a run to the dog's place with those. I love my vet. Thank you. You're very nice. Charity. I've lost count again now. Another one of Simon's shirts that he no longer wants. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And some old curtains. Do we count those as 2? Because it's a pair of curtains. Or 1. I don't know why I bought those actually. I think they were what I put up when we first came into this apartment. That one's going, and these are the bits I cut off the old the curtains, the new curtains. Have we got to 20 yet, Mikey? We've got a thing for testing the turkey when it's done. I don't need one of those. I know when the turkey's done. Oh, another card reader. Yeah. Oh no, is that a card reader? Yeah, it's not. Or is it a calculator? Anyway, don't need it. Some cards. Right, have we got to 20 yet, Mikey? Are we there? I think possibly so. That can go. It's one of those things that's got dog poo bags in it. I have 2 others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Yes, we've got to 20, Mikes. We've got to 20. Do you know what that means? Come up here. Hey, hey, come on, hop up. Good boy. Yes, 20 things. Do you know what that means? That means it's time to go out for a walk. Yeah, want to go for a walk? Want to go for a walk? 20 things. I'm really glad that people are watching these videos and are interested in the decluttering challenge. My name's Emma Voysey. I'm a health coach and I decided to do this decluttering exercise for January, and I really hope I've got some other people on board because it's been really positive. And it's also giving me, be quiet, giving me more space in my apartment, in my life. Really, really good feeling. So that's it for today. That's day 20. Done. Achieved. I didn't count the rubbish, but there's rubbish too. So good. Onwards. Day 21 tomorrow. Thanks for watching and catch you in the next video.